Imagine stepping onto a world where the ground beneath your feet is solid, the sky above you is thick and heavy, and yet, you would be dead before your brain could even register fear. No explosion, no warning. Just instant, merciless destruction. Somewhere in our universe, there exists a planet so hostile that a human wouldn't survive minutes, or seconds, but less than a single heartbeat. This is not science fiction. This planet is real. And understanding it reveals just how fragile human life truly is. As we drift away from Earth, our home feels suddenly rare. Earth is gentle. Its air is breathable. Its surface welcomes life. But the universe is not built for us. Most planets are not quiet, blue worlds. They are extremes, frozen wastelands, crushing giants, or burning infernos. And among them all, one planet stands out as the fastest executioner of human life. A planet close enough to be our neighbor, yet alien beyond imagination. That planet is Venus. At first glance, Venus doesn't seem so terrifying. It's almost Earth's twin in size and structure. From afar, it glows brightly in the sky, earning the name the Morning Star. Ancient civilizations saw it as a symbol of beauty and love. But this beauty is a lie. Beneath Venus's thick clouds hides the most lethal surface known in our solar system. If a human were somehow transported to Venus, no spacesuit failure, no gradual exposure, the moment you arrived, you would die in under 1 second. The first thing that would kill you is not the heat, though it is unimaginably intense. It's not the toxic air, though it is instantly fatal. It's the pressure. Venus's atmosphere is so dense that standing on its surface would feel like being nearly a mile underwater on Earth. Your lungs would collapse instantly. Your blood would fail to circulate properly. Your body would be crushed before you could even gasp. Then comes the heat. Venus's surface temperature reaches around 900 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. This heat doesn't come from lava flows or volcanoes beneath your feet. It comes from the sky itself. Venus's thick atmosphere traps heat so efficiently that the entire planet has become a furnace. Night offers no relief. Shade does nothing. The heat is everywhere, pressing in from all directions. And the air you would breathe, if breathing were possible, is made mostly of carbon dioxide, laced with clouds of sulfuric acid. These clouds rain acid that never reaches the ground, evaporating before impact due to the extreme heat. The sky would appear yellow and suffocating, the sun reduced to a dim, distorted glow behind endless layers of toxic cloud. Venus is what happens when a planet goes too far. Scientists believe Venus may once have had oceans, perhaps even conditions suitable for life. But something changed. As the planet warmed, its oceans evaporated. Water vapor, a powerful greenhouse gas, trapped more heat. More heat caused more evaporation. A runaway greenhouse effect took over, locking Venus into a cycle of destruction that continues to this day. There is no escape from this climate nightmare. While Earth balances heat through oceans, winds, and life itself, Venus lost its stabilizers. It became a cautionary tale written in fire and pressure. Robotic probes have tried to visit Venus, and even machines struggle to survive. The longest-lasting lander, a Soviet probe named Venera 13, survived just over 2 hours before being destroyed. Its cameras briefly captured images of a rocky, orange-tinted surface under a crushing sky. 2 hours. That is all advanced human technology could endure. A human would not last a single second. But Venus is not the only world that wants us dead. It is simply the fastest. Jupiter, for example, has no solid surface at all. Falling into it would mean being pulled deeper and deeper into crushing pressure until atoms themselves are torn apart. On Mercury, the temperature swings from freezing darkness to searing heat. On Mars, the air is so thin that your blood would begin to boil without protection. On Neptune, winds scream at speeds faster than fighter jets, carrying frozen storms of methane ice. Yet on all of these worlds, death would take seconds, minutes, or longer. Venus allows no such mercy. What makes this realization unsettling is not just the danger, but the proximity. Venus is right next door. It orbits closer to us than any other planet. It reminds us that Earth's habitability is not guaranteed by size or position alone. A small shift in atmospheric balance can turn a world into a death trap. And that brings the story back to us. Earth is warming. Greenhouse gases are rising. While Earth will never become Venus, the lesson is clear. Planets can cross invisible lines. Once crossed, there may be no turning back. Venus is not just a planet, it is a warning carved into the cosmos. Yet there is something deeply fascinating about this deadly world. Despite its hostility, Venus continues to draw scientists. Radar maps reveal mountains, vast plains, and evidence of volcanic activity. Something beneath its surface is still alive, still changing. Some scientists even speculate that high above the surface, in cooler layers of the atmosphere, microbial life could theoretically exist, floating in the clouds. It is a long shot, but the universe has surprised us before. Venus challenges our assumptions. It looks familiar, yet behaves like an alien nightmare. It forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. Life is not the default state of the universe. Survival is the exception. As we explore farther into space, we search for planets like Earth, worlds with liquid water, stable climates, and protective atmospheres. But Venus reminds us that similarity can be deceptive. A planet can be the same size, the same mass, and still be utterly incompatible with life. Standing on Earth, breathing easily, watching clouds drift by, it is easy to forget how thin the line really is, how rare these conditions are, how quickly they could disappear. Somewhere out there, planets burn, freeze, and crush anything that dares approach. And among them, Venus waits silently beautiful, glowing, and lethal. A world where a human would die in less than a second, not because of violence or impact, but because the universe simply does not care whether we exist or not. And as we look up at the night sky, tracing the bright point of Venus among the stars, we are reminded of something profound. The universe is vast, ancient, and indifferent. Life is fragile, Earth is precious, and survival against all cosmic odds is nothing short of a miracle.